Alright guys, welcome to another in-depth vinyl review. For those of you that don't know, this is my series of videos that I review vinyl records, pulling together the most information I possibly can about the release, and then talking about my experience with it, with each record. But in this series of videos I review new and old records. So sit back, relax, and take a look at this. This is Time Out by the Brubeck Quartet. This actually has the track listing on the front and the back of the record, which is very interesting. I've never seen that. But with a lot of the older Columbia releases and even the Prestige releases, I've noticed that they tell you about someone writes out an essay on giving details on the recording session, on how, what happened during it. I noticed that with the last, I believe the last record I reviewed in this series. Sorry, I'm sick. But as you guys know, so a lot of people are getting familiar with this Quality Records pressing sticker here, probably. Some of them watching my channel. I've been reviewing a lot of these records, been buying a few, and I have more on my list actually on acousticsounds.com, which is it's directly from Analog Production. So this is a 2015 reissue done by Analog Productions. This is originally recorded in 1958 or 1959, so that's when it was originally released, many years ago. This record, sorry, just sounds phenomenal. I mean, just phenomenal. I listened to it and was just amazed at how great it sounded. I mean, it even kind of rattled my the speakers, the wood around my speakers. It was quite interesting. But with Quality Records pressings, Quality Record pressings, you're going to get a great sounding album here. There's going to be no flaws in the packaging whatsoever, unless it's just an older release, a slightly older release. I did notice a few minor things, where this folds right in here that was actually kind of tearing, but that's actually pretty common. I've noticed that with a couple other releases that I have, and that's very minor. If there's actually problems with the actual record itself and its ability to play properly, then I'd be mad. Originally released by Columbia, this is a 200-gram reissue, U.S. press, of course. Pretty sure it's on one record. You can also, I think you could also get this on 45. Interestingly enough, on the back, this is original right here to it. This Columbia stereo fidelity recording is designed for use on 45 RPM stereophonic reproducers, but in fact this version is a 33 RPM. I believe you could buy this as a 45 RPM 2LP edition from Analog Productions. But this is still in stock, readily available. There's other 45 RPM 2LP editions of older records, which I'll probably end up getting if that's all I can get on them, but I usually try and stay away from those because they're going to take up more space in your listening room or your record crate or whatever. So, I mean, I'm all for getting the best sounding quality, getting the best sounding album that I can for each of these kind of releases, jazz and rock and whatnot. But I mean, this is the version to get. I don't know if I've already said that. Very interesting artwork here. There's also some live tracks on the deluxe edition of this, on the CD version, which I can listen to on Amazon Prime, which is really cool. And those sound decent. I mean, not quite as good as this. And the nice thing is, with a lot of Quality Records pressings reissues, they're not going to break the bank, and they sound very good. I mean, just mind-blowingly good. So, once again, this is the one to get. This is more than likely going to sound better than any other current reissue. This may have been reissued by Classic Records, but I'm going for these. These are cheaper simply because Quality Records pressing is still in business, and that helps with the pricing on these kind of things. If they're still in business, that means these can go back into print, so usually keeps a lid on the price for the most part. But if you're just getting into jazz, this might be the album for you. So that is it for my review, guys. I mean, I can listen to this all the way through. A lot of jazz albums I can do that with. Just play it through, listen to something, listen to the whole album and enjoy it in its entirety. Just soak it all in. So yeah. Alright, that is my review, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll get back to comments and questions as soon as I possibly can. Subscribe if you'd like, and rate and comment. Thank you.